What's up, Los Angeles? I'm Hannah Einbinder from Hacks, and these are very important questions. VIQ coming at ya. What's harder, being a comedy writer or being a stand-up comedian? I think writing comedy is hard generally, but I would say that the performance element would potentially accelerate being a stand-up comedian to the category of like harder, but also I would say like if you are a stand-up comedian, that doesn't faze you, so maybe different strokes for different folks. I hate to be such a neutral party on this one, but I think it just depends on who you are and what scares you. It's all hard, and it's all not. Sorry, got another one here. Are you as blunt and honest and share too much information in real life? Like your character on Hacks? You know, it just depends. I think probably. I don't know that I am as confrontational as Ava, but I do, you know, I'm an overly therapized Los Angeles native, so I do very freely speak on what's happening inside at all times. So I would say we have that in common. Yeah. Now's your chance. Give us your best impression of Deborah. Okay. Really? No, that's different. When was the last time you were heckled on stage, and how did you work through it? I guess that would have been, God, there are so many, it's like they all blend together. I guess the most intense time I was heckled was in San Francisco. There was, I was doing a joke about ketamine therapy at the time that I have since removed from my act, but I was doing a joke about ketamine therapy, and then I transitioned into crowd work. And the man I chose to talk to, I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he was a psychotherapist. And we all had a laugh, of course. The irony, of course, you know, I'm talking about a therapy drug, and there goes the next guy I speak to. He's a therapist. He thought that I was making fun of him. He thought the crowd was making fun of him, and so he became enraged. Started flipping me off and yelling at me that I was a bully, and he had a really strange reaction that maybe, you know, he needs to sit in the chair about. You know what I'm saying? I kind of suggested that maybe he should go from behind the chair to the chair itself. But yeah, he was yelling and screaming, and he got up, and his girlfriend was so embarrassed. A lot of these guys, they get dragged by their girlfriend to the show. You know what I mean? And they make it a point to let me know. You know, they're just in the front row. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. It's cool. I get them. I catch them cracking a smile, and then I see them, and they stop smiling. Love a little misogyny in the front row. It's always keeps me sharp, you know? I live for this stuff. But yeah, he was carried out physically by 4 security guards, and we could hear him yelling from the street during my set for the rest of the set. And then I'm told by security after that he like swung at somebody. It was bad. I think that girl left him. And you know what, Queen? Good for you. What's the best piece of advice Jean Smart's given you? God, you know, it's like there is so much said between us. It's hard to pinpoint one thing. I feel like she just kind of like lives by example. Like, I don't know that she's giving me like direct advice as much as leading by example. Like, I'm just kind of absorbing a lot of her expertise and grace and humility. She is the best girl that I know. I love her very much. You studied journalism, oh shit, at Chapman University. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that you're not a journalist now? Wow, the girls at the Times were really putting their whole hearts into this question, huh? Yeah, definitely sorry that you got, thank you, by the way. Let me just say that, and sorry. It's a hard life. I was studying broadcast journalism, which, you know, in, like, the way you, like, work your way up is, like, you go to a random market in, like, the middle of the country, and you gotta be, like, out there in the weather, you know, and I just kinda, I'm fragile, y'all, okay? The allergies, I got bad joints, you know, I'm 28, but I've been through it. You know, I'm kinda weathered. I'm a little bit worn down by the elements. I don't know that I had that in me, necessarily. I am happy that I'm not a journalist. Although, you know, respect for the craft. My hat is off to y'all. You know, thank you for your service.